Ladies and gentlemen, I am back with none other than the Demoness for the Demoness show. Demoness, we just had what I think is your perfect holiday. Even though it's not a holiday, it should be a holiday. How was your Halloween?
Hello, mortals. The Demoness again. Happy Halloween, everybody. We did our normal, went out at midnight, terrorizing mortals, taking souls, the normal Demoness stuff we get up to. We had fun. How was your Halloween, my hound?
Listen, I had a good time, man. I can't complain. Just kind of did like you did the family thing, enjoyed, had a good night. Maybe terrorized the neighborhood a little bit, but we kept it clean. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, it should be. Not in our case. People see us
so
towards them, they run the other way, as they
oh,
should.
I was about to say, to be fair, you got a flock of demons with you. It's not just you.
No, I take my minions with me everywhere. They were terrorizing, but they're not as demonic as us just yet. They will come of age.
They'll take that next level. So I know both of us had a great Halloween. I'm saying everybody had a good time. Uh, I need you to talk to me about some Impact Wrestling women. I need to be taken up to speed, and I'm interested because I talked to you prior, and I was like, okay, I dig what I hear. So please let us know what's going on with Impact Wrestling knockouts.
So with the Impact knockouts this week, we were quite impressed because we had seen someone that we'd never seen in the ring before, which is Jordynne Grace's partner, Rachel. And she was against, and I apologise for getting this name wrong, she was against Tash or Tish. You may have to correct me on this one. But she got into the ring. She wasn't in the ring 5 minutes, and that girl was knocked into the buckles. She was knocked 6. And she basically, the whole match was winded. She got a couple of hits in every now and then, but that match was pure Rachel. She is a badass monster. She is crazy to watch, and I was glued. I was absolutely memorized by her. I was like, wow, she's very, very strong wrestler. And I would not want to mess with her, and I'm demonic, but I'm very little. But yeah, Tish did not have a chance on this earth. She didn't, like I said, she didn't get into the ring. She was already into the turnbuckle. So, and Rachel won, which was fair enough because she didn't let her touch her at all. So shout out to Rachel because you are a badass woman. And that's coming from the Demoness. You are badass. And I want to see more of her. And I also want to see her try go for knockouts as well because she's very, very up on that level. No doubt about it.
Oh, that's Rachel Ellering, right? I think that's her last name. Is how you say it?
Yeah.
She's a monster. We seen her prior, and then I think she did like the Mae Young thing, and she wound up coming back. Super talented. Love Rachel Ellering. I would actually like to see her go against Jordynne Grace to show, like, because both of them have that power game, and I would love to see that executed and show that aspect of not who's better, just how do you say, like a demonstration of power. You know what I mean? Like, I really think that'd be really cool. But yeah, no, she came in and just absolutely woman handled the other lady, which I don't want to mess up her name, but she did. She straight dominated her.
She did. And it, like I said, she literally walked into the ring, did as they do when they get in the ring. And then literally she was thrown into the buckles. It was like, whoa, what? It was like really, really quick. So yeah, I'm glued. I like her. She's really, really cool. And like you said, I'd like to see her and Jordynne Grace as well because the powerhouse could be cool. Not to see who's stronger, but just to see what what they do to each other. That's what I'd like to see.
Like the word I was trying to, and it just pops in my head like an exhibition. Like just to see these two women do what they do, and who better than obviously two people who know each other very well. You know, so both of them it'll be a safe match. Both of them know how to push each other. I think it would be absolutely freaking amazing. Will it happen? Who knows? But it's just something we want to talk about real quick.
Yep. And then we get to what happened next. Mickie James comes out to celebrate her winning and all of that. And I'm still loving the fact that she still uses hardcore country. I always loved that entrance. Always. So when I heard it, I was like, yes, here we go. And she's talking and doing her thing and normal. And then Miss Madison Rayne appears again. And the Demoness was not impressed with that because it's the same as always. She's come out and asked for another title match, but she's not been in the ring for a while. So that was frustrating a little. And no disrespect to Madison Rayne, but she hasn't been in the ring for a long time. Are we correct?
Yeah, I think when she said she was done with Impact, she said she was going to Ring of Honor. I think she did like a match or two and nothing after that. Then she came back, was doing commentary with Josh. Then I think she's doing the before Impact. It's like BTI or something like that. There's like they have a show before it. And then she's doing that. And this is my issue with any wrestling company, right? Like you have all these girls, and I always say you're full-time employees. So all the girls that are there all year round busting their ass for you. And she gets to come in and just say, oh, I want a title shot off rip. It's like, well, hold up. All these girls been here all year and last year because you weren't. And all of a sudden you think you could just skip ahead of the line and take this like spot. It's like, yo, you haven't earned it. I hate when people say, oh, she's a former TNA knockout. She's a Impact Wrestling this. That's fine. But the last 2 years she was not around. All these other girls have been around. So for all the pay-per-views, for all these little side shows and whatever else, these girls have been busting their ass for all the fans. Why should anyone be able to skip that line? That burns me. So I was like, I'm not a fan of Madison Rayne. Is she talented? Yes, obviously. Like, she does what she does. But you did not earn that spot, especially Mickie James, who just dethroned one of, I'd say, the best reigns that we've seen in a long time with Deonna Purrazzo, who was absolutely killing it, went Triple A with the belt, won their belt with the Impact Women's Championship belt. So you're like, this girl killed it for mad long. And then now all of a sudden you think you could just come in and box with the god. Like, I don't know, man. I was kind of annoyed with it. I was like, oh, why Madison Rayne? Like, at least give her a rematch.
Us too, my sweet. Trust me. There was venom in our mouth, and we're obviously full of venom and whatever else. But we was not happy with that, and we literally froze and just glared at the TV and was like, really? Because I get the whole do the original versus original. I understand it, and I mean no disrespect to the Madison Rayne. No. But like you said, there are other talents. You have Rosemary, Havoc, Sue Young, you have Dion, you have Tish, you have Jordan Grace, you have all of them who are still there. They have not left. And she leaves, comes back, and it's, I'm going to do this. No, girlfriend, you're not going to do that. But obviously they are, but not happy about that at all, really. And she's lucky that, yeah, they said yes, but no, we were not happy with that one at all. And
I'm not trying to cut you off, but even somebody like, and I always mess up her name, but Eddie Edwards' wife, I think it's Alicia Edwards or Alicia Edwards, something like that.
She's awesome.
Like,
I love her.
I get it. She has her kind of crazy storyline she's been a part of and all that other stuff, but she's still been there. Like,
yeah.
I don't even know if I don't think she's ever even been in a title match, has she?
No, not since she's been there. They've done a lot of, like I call them like Joker matches. So like they give.
Yeah.
She's more there to put people over, I guess. So they put her in a match, and then she loses a lot. No disrespect. We love you, Alicia. We do, but she loses a lot, and that's what they've done with her. Instead of making her lose a lot, why don't they bring her out of her bubble and let her do her thing? Because I know from previous wrestling shows, she's done a lot and she does a lot more, but in Impact, she doesn't seem to be let loose. So let her loose. Let her do what she can do.
Isn't she doing like a crazy gimmick now, like where she's like bugged out or something like that?
Yeah, she's copying Eddie.
Yeah, it's like just give her just a little lane and see where it goes. Because from what I understand, the fans love it too. Like she does have a good rapport with the Impact fans, so it's like give her just a little play with. If people start really getting behind it, you have another really cool gimmick to go with. You know, I mean, I don't know. I feel a little sour with Madison Rayne just coming in and automatically getting a title shot. You're like, well, all right. I know Anthem came in and they said we don't want to do anything with TNA. We want to take to it's no longer TNA, it's Impact Wrestling. But every time you keep looking, they keep doing TNA, and it's like, can you give a new push? I love Mickie James. We just talked about this last week. We're both Mickie James fans. I am also one of those people when you hear hardcore country, you do pop. Like it's something. It's synonymous. Yeah. It goes hand in hand with wrestling. So you're like dope. And if anyone deserves that, it's somebody on the caliber of Mickie James who dominated in WWE, who dominated in TNA, and he comes back and does what she does in Impact Wrestling. And you're like, she has done this her entire career. Salute. Madison Rayne has only been a stable here. She hasn't went elsewhere and dominated. So please stop giving Madison Rayne everything that she wants. It burns. My fault. I'm complaining.
See, there isn't a darkness to you, my sweet. It's not just me bringing it out.
Oh, you bring it out. You bring it out.
I'm aware I'm aware we have this impression on people that we can bring the darkness out when it has to come out.
Oh, listen, and I was saying it. I think I was talking with Evil Alonso, and I was like, yo, bro, I was like, it's so cool when I do this with the Demoness because there's a line I try to toe, and I try to be kind of like the yin and the yang. I'm trying to be the good to your evil, and it is so fun to play on that line. Like, it's like, I want to be really bad with you, but I got to try to be the good. It is a fun line to toe, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I can agree because obviously I have to make sure that my humanity side does not appear as much, but also I have to make sure that the demonic side comes out a lot more than what I am. But I have a line. I can do both. I've been doing this a while. Apologies. My dog is barking. Not sure why. Hold on, mortals. There we go. It's all good.
So what do we got next?
That was all we was made aware of this week, Chef. I only saw, so I might have missed something. I'm not sure, but they were the only two female knockout stuff that we saw. But I may have missed something. So.
Oh, no. Oh, good, because it leads me to kind of go into the MLW aspect, right? Because now I do, Evil Alonso is the biggest Sea Stars fan. He loves these girls. He knows their pretty much damn near full names, middle names, government names, and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're going against who are going to debut now, these girls called Top Dogs. When I seen the name, I was like, oh, that's an interesting name for females, because I had someone hit me up and go, yo, Chef, who are the Top Dogs? And I was like, of what? Like, you know, when you hear top dogs, you think, you know, basketball, football, soccer, hockey, whatever, top dog, who's top dogs? And they're like, well, they're in the women's division in MLW now. And I was like, 2 dudes are in the women's division? And he was like, yeah, they're going against the C-Stars. And I was like, well, let me hold on a minute. So I jumped to MLW. I see that these 2 beautiful women are called top dogs. And I was like, this is such an odd name for females. You know what I mean? I was like, cool, let me do a little homework. On the independents, the C-Stars are in some massive faction. These 2 girls are part of that faction. So I was like, okay, super dope. It's going to be an entire faction versus each other. But if you're a fan like myself who does not know that, it just looks like 2 brand new girls versus the C-Stars. So I was like, I'm telling Evil Ultra, yo, they're going to kill it, because if anybody knows anybody, it's women that are in the same faction. So they train with each other, like, well, how we were saying with Rachel Ellering and Jordana Grace. They know each other better than anyone else. So he's like, oh, I can't wait. Now, I'm excited because I love seeing people I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I like fresh faces because it gives me a different outlook on something else. Because I know what I know already. So now I'm like, all right, I get what I should see. This, I expect to see something else. I don't know what, but I'm going to be excited for it. And my one beef so far with MLW and the big homie Court Bauer is we have not seen what the featherweight title looks like. And I'm like, give me a sample. Give me a side belt. Let me see the color. You know, as wrestling fans, as yourself, we love championships. Championships are damn near everything. I think in wrestling right now, one of the prettiest belts is the Knockouts title. I think the Knockouts women's title and the tag title for Impact Wrestling is sexy as hell. Those are 2 beautiful belts that the women are rocking. AEW's belt, not a fan of. I'm like, not a fan of that belt. WWE's belt is WWE belt. So I'm like, MLW has got some of the dopest belts in wrestling, period. And I was like, I got to see what Court Bauer does with this belt. So far I know November 6th, with this weekend, we're getting a huge tag match out of this. Is there anything you'd like to finish with?
Oh, apologies, mortals. Well, number one, the WWE belt should be set fire to and burnt. That's our personal opinion. Actually, the whole of that building should be burnt, but that's just, again, the demon talking. I do not like our belts. Impact's belts are awesome. I love the Knockouts belts because they always adjust the belts to the Knockouts that has it at the time. So I love both of them. AEW, they could work on it. It's not the worst, but it's not the best. But WWE can just burn.
My problem with the AEW belt is it kind of looks like an egg. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird shape. It looks like an egg, and I'm like, it's just, I don't know. It doesn't do it for me. But we've seen some of the featherweight stuff, and I've loved some of the matches. I'm hoping Holly Dead or Nicole Savoy go over and they're the first champion. But I want to see the belt. You know, like, we've heard about the featherweight division for, I think, 2 months now. And I'm like, just tease it. You know, even if it's just one of the small side plates, just give us something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited for it. I think we can all agree that we're not excited for Madison Rain.
Nope. No. No. It sounds horrible coming from me, but as you know, I'm not from this world. It doesn't really matter, really. But I am. No, I'm not happy with that, especially when, like you said, you've got other talents that are there. And it's like having a teenage daughter stamping her feet, coming home saying, I want this. You're going to give this to me now, or I'm going to have a meltdown. Well, have your meltdown. You know, let someone else who's been there that deserves that opportunity. That's like me coming into your house saying to you, I'm just here to come and, you know, I don't know, confiscate something. And you going, yeah, okay, go on then. No, it don't work that way.
That's TV. I don't want it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll walk into your house, you'll be like, yeah, come in. I ain't worried that you're going to take my soul. Come in.
That's nuts. Like, you can have the TV, leave my soul alone. Listen, if you don't, that's crazy. But everyone listening, if she rings your doorbell, do two things. Turn the lights off and hide. Well, don't turn the lights off. Do not, it gets worse if the lights go off. Hide in a corner, put yourself in a fetal position, and hope she doesn't come in. If she comes in, offer her whatever in the refrigerator, offer her some wine, offer her the TV. Just don't look her in the face, because if she takes your soul, I'm not going to say, I know you, seen you, or anything. It's not my fault that you no longer exist in this playing field and you become one of her demons as it is. So, Demoness, is there anything we should leave them with?
Just keep watching, mortals, because there's a lot more to come from what we have to say. Trust us. Even our hellhound there who just told you to turn the lights off and hide, I can still get to you, but he didn't tell you that part. But never look us in the eyes, because that is where the danger really is. Trust us, we know. We've taken enough souls. Just pay attention, mortals, because there's a lot more to come from the Demoness. And of course, the chefs right there. Keep watching.
Ladies and gentlemen, for myself, the queen of the demons, the Demoness herself, we are out of here. See you later.
Bye-bye, mortals.